Okay, so this is a fun and very challenging wrist, shoulder, and then kind of like ankle and hip mobility drill just to get the full body warm. Really good for days where we're gonna be on our hands. The idea here is you're gonna get set up in a squat, and we're gonna alternate placing our right and our left hand basically at various points around our body as if we were kind of like touching the perimeter of a circle. And each time you place your hand, the goal is to get to a place where you're able to get as close to straight legs as you can and put as much weight in your hand as possible. So easier to show than to tell on this. So I'm down in the squat. I'm going to take my left hand here and just pick some place, kind of either close or far away, and I'm going to touch the floor. My goal now is to start to transfer my weight into my hand and, like I said, get as close to straight legs as I can and actually support myself. So I'm going to start shifting my weight forward. Both legs are straight. If I can even go further and get up on my toes, that's ideal. We can just hang out, make sure that there's good support, and then we're going to come back down. Then I'm going to take my right hand and pick another spot. Maybe it's out in front of me a little bit. So I touch the ground. I'm going to come up as high as I can, and then transfer my weight back to my feet. That transition wants to be gradual and controlled rather than just like slamming back and forth. So now I'm going to take my left hand, I'm going to reach across my body a little bit. So I'm setting up in a little bit of a different position. I can pivot my feet, but I don't really want to move my feet to a new position. So I'll pivot it here. I'm going to transfer forward, try and get both legs straight. And then once I've had good control, I'm going to come back down. Now I take my right hand. Maybe I go behind me on this one. So I'm touching behind me. This offers a unique situation. So remember, I'm not going to move my feet, but I can pivot on the balls of the feet. So I'm going to try and get to straight legs and not fall over here. So I'm going to straighten the legs as best I can, getting a little bit of a twist. Now I'm supported. Come back down. So what if you can't quite do this with one hand? You can still get a pretty good challenge with two. So what I would still say is you're going to start by placing your hand, and then I want you to only use as much help with your other hand as needed. So maybe that's just some fingertips, maybe it's a full palm, but I want you to bias as much weight into the kind of primary hand as you can. So in this case, it's my left hand, it's kind of behind me. I'm going to try and straighten my legs, but right now I start to feel it's challenging. So I'm going to just give a little bit of help with my right hand so I can get to fully extended arms, extended legs. Maybe I need to put a little bit more weight in this hand, but still try to put the majority of the stress in my left hand, and then I'm going to come back down to the squat. So the idea here is we're going to make a full circle around your body, and it should take between 8 and 10 total hand placements as you do this. It's not a rush. A big part of the challenge is just to figure out how to organize your body in a maybe non-linear way, in some less familiar positions, and then obviously, like I said, you're going to get warm in the process. So enjoy the puzzle and embrace it, go all in with it.